Johnny, why do you keep doing this to us? Hey everybody, it's me, Mr. Wright, and welcome to Wright at the Movies. Today I'm talking about Mortdecai. Unfortunately. Here's a picture of me right before the movie started. Nobody was there on opening night. This movie baffles me. It just baffles me. Who is this movie for? Who thought this was a good idea? Mortdecai is a movie about Johnny Depp. And he plays an eccentric weirdo. Go figure. He's an art dealer, and when one of the most priceless paintings in all of England goes missing, they call Mortdecai for some reason because he's the most important detective in all of England for some reason. It's a mess. Nothing works. The pacing is all over the place, the cinematography is boring, and the lead actor just put on a funny mustache and expects you to buy it. Luckily, not a lot of people are. Johnny Depp just totally misses every one of his lines, and every single line falls completely flat. This is a movie that wants to be the Pink Panther and wants to be Austin Powers and isn't. I think at this point, after all the zany and crazy characters Johnny Depp has played, I'm pretty much convinced that he just can't play humans anymore. All he can play are cartoons. He used to be a really, really good actor. And then, Tim Burton came and just, sucked up all of the charisma and talent from him. And now he's just a guy that wears a funny hat and takes his paycheck and goes back to the island he owns. Johnny Depp owns an entire island. The guy can act. And that's what is so disappointing about all of this. He can do better. I've seen it. So Johnny Depp grows this huge mustache because it's a cherished family tradition or something, and his wife Gwyneth Paltrow doesn't want to kiss him because it's so gross, and that's her entire purpose in the whole movie is shave the mustache.
And this little bit of magic is my mustache. Please, you know I have a sympathetic gag reflex.
She's probably the most likable in the movie, and she's just the nagging wife. Ewan McGregor isn't bad. He's really good in movies that are really bad. He's probably the best part of the Star Wars prequels. He's a decent actor, and it's sad to see him keep taking movies like this. When he says, hey, one of the oldest paintings in the world has been stolen, we need your help. And Johnny Depp's like, oh yes, okay then. And that's the movie. Everyone is just narrowed down to the most simplest, character trait, you know? And everyone is just completely hamming it in the entire time. Johnny Depp is the zany detective, and his wife is the nagging wife. And Ewan McGregor is he's a government agent, and he loves Gwyneth Paltrow, and there's a little love triangle there. Except for one slight problem, you don't care about anybody in this movie. Love triangles only work if, you want to see one group of people together and not the other. Team Edward, Team Jacob. There's a romantic element that you need to care about. And if you don't, then the love triangle is just a total waste of screen time, and you just don't care about anybody in this entire movie.
Oh, I believe I've just shot John.
Excellent shot, sir!
Man down!
It just keeps going on and on like a slow drill, drilling into your brain, and all of your thoughts and imagination and logic just pour out. This is a movie like when your neighbor across the street gets put into an ambulance, and so you see the lights from your bedroom, and everybody on the whole block comes out and just stares at the ambulance. And everybody just doesn't really do anything. Everybody just stands there and watches. Everybody does it. No one really knows why. Mortdecai was one of the most painful experiences I think I've ever had in a movie theater. I was embarrassed to be there, and I was by myself, and I was still so embarrassed. Everyone is just bored and looking for a paycheck. It just fails. It's a failure. It doesn't do any of that well. It just doesn't. This movie is apparently based on a book series. Go ahead, book nerds. Comment down below and tell me how much better the books are than this, because it can't be any worse. Jeff Goldblum and Olivia Munn make appearances in this. And even they don't seem to do anything for me. Olivia Munn. I love Olivia Munn.
Who knows? This may be a customary greeting in America. I don't know.
I miss G4. I miss Attack of the Show.
Who's a big girl with a pie?
Anyway, this movie does the worst thing a comedy can ever do. Not be funny. It's just not funny. I'm not saying anything new here either, am I? Was anyone expecting this movie to be any good at all? With slapstick Looney Tunes jokes and then raunchy adult humor, this movie has no idea what it wants to be or who it wants to be for. It just... it's just there. This year just started. It just started. And it's so soon for me to say this, but this one will probably be in my top 10 worst movies of 2015. 2 thumbs down. I absolutely hated this movie. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Mr. Wright. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully with a better movie.
I am Mortdecai.
You need help with your bags?
No, I do not need help with my bags. I have a bloody manservant.